Morning everybody. A little bit cold this morning, as hopefully you can see in the thermometer. It's just below zero. Not too bad. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to my off-grid retreat. Today I'd like to install a hitch on my snowmobile. I bought one last year, 96 Grand Touring, new to me, and it didn't have a hitch to tow around my ice hut. So I got one from Royal Distributing, and let's install it together. Okay, so here we are. Let's take a look. 96 Grand Touring. No hitch. That's not going to work for my clam. So I got this SPX 352 1000. Let's open it up, see what we get. I don't have my knife. Like a replacement bumper and the hitch plate, bag of screws, the receipt, and the hitch assembly itself. Alright, let's put that over there and let's get started. Well, it looks like this goes here. There's a bolt on the back side, it feels like. Two. This socket set is, I bought it when I was 20. That was 23 years ago. So, looks like there was two bolts holding this on. I'll check on this side. It's loose now. I should just look at this in the first place. There's two bolt holes, so that's all I need to loosen it. Open it up. So I only need to do the two on the other side. Well, those are different. Factory one has a cant, but that must be to make this level with the back here, so that the plate can be even to bolt on to give it the extra support. I'm going to pause you guys and see if I can go and find some never sees or NACs or I don't know, something anyway. Help keep those bolts from rusting up again. If you guys have any advice on how to keep a battery warm for filming outside in a DSLR camera, comment, let me know. I don't think it even worked 5 minutes. The battery is fully charged. So I was able to find a bottle of pass load framing nailer cordless tool lubricant. It's not anti-seize, but it's better than nothing. That's all I got. I took everything else back home. Started wearing. I should probably get a wire brush and clean these off. Barbecue brush. I packed up all my stuff last fall and I can't get to my wire brush. It's in with my welder. Should do though. I had olive oil in the trailer too, and I thought about using that for a second, but I use cast iron to cook with, and I use olive oil to season it. So here's a little tip. I found if you use any chunks of olive oil or have any leftover globs of olive oil when you're seasoning your cast ironware, it'll gum right up after it's sat up for a while. So with that experience, I thought it'd be a pretty bad idea to use it on these bolts. I think the pass load oil will be okay. Just that one was real bad. These other ones aren't too bad at all. Alright, perfect. There's paint inside the nuts that have been welded into this. So I'm just running this bolt in there to kind of clean it out a bit. I don't know if you can see it on that one. So if you guys want to tell me in the comments what other kind of channels you watch, please do so. I like to watch YouTube as much as I'm interested in starting to create. So leave a comment, let me know what other channels you watch. I should probably take this back apart once I get my anti-seize here. Just run these bolts back out, put some anti-seize on it, and put them back in. Makes a world of difference if you ever have to take it apart in the future. Sorry for bouncing you around, just trying to give you a better view. Now, I sent 2 of these plates for some reason. Maybe it's for different sleds. So the holes in the back there line right up with that one. I'm thinking that this piece is for a different sled, but I'm not sure. Like that. Like that, I guess. Because the holes line up there. Except now, there's a gap there. And I know that I can't move the bumper in or out because of the holes in the factory frame. This piece isn't rounded enough to go in there anywhere. So I guess that's how she goes. But none of those holes are drilled, so I'll have to go get a marker so I can mark them and drill them out. Wonder what the temperature's up to now. Probably hasn't changed much. Oh yeah. It's up above 0 now. +3. Here's my Jayco trailer. I'll do a review on this at some point. It's a mess right now. I come up here in the wintertime a couple times and everything is inside because it's so cold out. So I just have everything thrown everywhere. Sorry, my nose is running. Probably see the drip on the end of it. So I'll get you back on the tripod. Those holes marked and drilled, and start getting this wrapped up. I appreciate you guys sticking around. If there's anything you want me to change about my videos, leave them in a comment. Let me know. It's not a bad kit. I think it was $58 or $52 at Royal Distributing in Ontario. Hopefully there's power in my battery drill. I didn't charge it overnight. but it did take the batteries home. Crap. Well, we may have to do this the old-fashioned way. Let me go to the trailer and see if I can find the batteries. I might have put them in the bin that I've been taking back and forth. Well, the batteries are at home. So good on me for putting the batteries away for the winter so they don't freeze. Bad on me for forgetting them. The problem with this though, with the seat here, you can't turn it. And this is going to take a long time. It's aluminum and it's going, but it's going to take forever. And I got to do 6 holes. I got one other option. So I have a bit of a solution. I hoped that I had one of those drill bits that have the 1/4 inch end on them to go into an impact. Because I have this drywall drill and it has that 1/4 inch bit on the end. I don't have a drill bit that has that end. I just have a regular drill bit. So I wrapped some electrical tape around the 1/4 inch drill bit, jammed it in there, and it's not perfect, but let's see if I can drill some holes. Not tight enough. This time I'll try wrapping the tape over the end. Because it just slid up the shaft the last time. One thing about camp, if all else fails, you can at least MacGyver it. So this is going to take a bit. I'm through too, but that last burr after the tip punches through, there's not enough grip between the tape and the tip to be able to punch through. So I'll have to punch it through with this, but that'll be a lot easier. So let me get these finished up and I'll come back after I'm done. I got all 6 holes drilled. I'm just going to do the last one to show you how smooth it was. Not only did I punch through that bottom burr that wasn't completely drilled through, I also stepped the drill bit up one size. It's just aluminum, so it went through pretty easy. You guys might be wondering why I'm able to use power on an off-grid cabin. I have a Honda 3000 inverter generator down in my shed, so I run an extension cord up the road here to be able to get power. I also have a solar system. I'll make a video on that one day. Right now I have 200-watt solar panels and a 1000-watt pure sine wave inverter. I use that in the evenings to watch TV, and sometimes in the morning I have coffee. I use whole coffee beans, and I use the electric grinder off the 1000 inverter to grind my coffee beans so I can have a coffee. And then I make my coffee in a percolator coffee pot. Okay, I bet you this plate goes on the bottom to act as a big washer in this field. probably goes at on the bottom to help sandwich the whole part together. So you see this tube right here with the rubber on it? I was just able to push the plate up there, and then once I put the bolt through, it kind of held itself there. There. I don't think I'm going to be able to use the socket for this back too. Speed wrench would be great for that. I got a Ukrainian socket set here. I won't bore you guys with this. I'll come back after I get this done. So I got to putting these bolts on. You can see. I drilled 6 holes. Those holes there were there from factory. And I drilled 2 to line up with these 2 holes. And then when I went to put the bolt on, I needed a washer on this side. But when I went to do the bottom, they're slotted as well, so I needed a washer there also. So then I was 2 washers short. I was going to steal the ones off of these longer bolts for the back U. I did for the one, as you can see. And then this piece here was sitting on the back as I was going to do the second bolt. It got loose. Welcome back north, Betty. And I thought to myself, south, this don't make sense. So I'm thinking this piece here sure looks like if it went there, doesn't quite fit, but it sure looks close. And I imagine get it lined up, and once you put a bolt through here and cinch this up, it's gonna hit that bar, but I bet you that's gonna supply a lot more strength to that. And I bet you that's how it goes. And these 2 bolts don't go here at all. So I'm going to do it that way. Leave comments if you think I'm right or if you think I'm wrong. No instructions in the box. I guess I could have looked on the website, see if I could find some, but I never did. So I'll get this switch back around and carry on. Did you guys see the bird land on the sled? It's nice to see all the animals coming back. Sign of spring. good enough for the girls I go with. I'll give you guys a look. Bit of a project, wasn't it? Okay, so stove bolts there, longer 1-inch bolts, kind of chewed into the mud flap. And then this piece here, in here, plate on the bottom, sandwiched between the aluminum. Should be able to tow pretty good with that. So, again, if you think I did something wrong, comment, let me know. We can discuss it. I think that's probably the way it goes. We're pretty close. But with no instructions, I don't know. Have yourselves a great day. Hopefully the sun is shining for you guys too. And we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.